Okay. Is this even working? Looks like it might be. Trying something different, guys. Hold on. Let me see. Let me see if everything is working as it should be. Is everything working? Nope. I don't hear myself. Don't hear myself. Wait, I do hear myself. It's not very loud. How loud is that for y'all? Let's see. Do I need to turn this back up now that I'm not yelling at Soul Calibur? Maybe that'll work. We'll find out. Y'all let me know how the sound is for y'all. Sounds okay over there. Alright, so we are going to start a new game for this channel, but an old game overall. This one is older than some people that watch this stream, I do believe. But we'll give it a minute. Let's see if everybody's going to check in here. I have show and tell, y'all. Oh. Meanwhile, NC State is still losing the game. That's not good. Not good, not good. But anyway, let's see. Streaming on OBS, y'all let me know how that's going, because I'm doing a PC game, and it's also an old game running through, well, downloaded from Good Old Games, GOG.com, GOG. And I can show you some of the original stuff. Although, I don't know where some of the other original stuff is. Like the original CD. I actually had to find another one. I had to buy it back in the day because I lost it. This was my original for Betrayal of Krondor. And as you can see, as you can't see yet, as you can see, there's no CD in here. That broke my heart. It was green, and it had like some Celtic art, Celtic knotwork type design on it, if I remember correctly. Here's the one that I bought to replace it back then. Not the same. This was like a re-release, I suppose, because this one actually says Best Fantasy Role-Playing and Adventure Game of 1993. Compute Choice Award, December 1993. That's how old this game is. The first edition was actually on floppy disks, which one of my friends had back in the day. He actually turned this on to me, turned me onto this game. But this game is based off of the books by Raymond E. Feist, a fairly well-known fantasy author for the last like 30 or 40 years almost. And I actually went and bought the strategy guide and everything, and it's got all the story parts, and it's got all these maps, and it's got all the cheats in the back for the chests we're gonna find. And here's even more maps. That's weird. What are those doing in there? Very detailed maps that I even started adding to because they weren't quite complete. I started marking down every little thing. But for anybody who's watching this game, for anybody who likes fantasy, role-playing games, all that good stuff, this is one of the best, in my opinion. This is like one of the first games that I spent months playing before I ever beat it. And you'll see a lot of elements in this game that were originally, like, well, let me not say that specifically, but as far as I know, this is the first time I saw them in games that you see in other games like Fable, even Fallout and Mass Effect. Like RPG games still use a lot of elements you will see in this game if you watch it and stick with me. And I'll talk about them as I come across them. I'm not going to lay them all out right now. That'd be really a lot for me to talk about and not even play a game. Kind of like NC State is not playing a game right now. They are sucking. Elgato Stream Deck. Why are you sending this to me, nerd? You could use this. Yeah, but is it on sale? Isn't that like $100 something, $200-something. And this one only has 6 buttons. Don't they have better ones that have like 12 buttons? 18 buttons? 20 buttons? I don't know. I'll have to look at that one. That might be not the same one I'm thinking of. But, yeah. We're gonna check this game out right about now. So where did it go? I need to. I'm really struggling with this thing because it pops up in a little screen about this big, and then I'm having to go full screen, which means I'm going to lose control over everything else on the PC. So hopefully this doesn't go horribly wrong. Ha! Traxel Cat, what is up? Holy Jesus fuck, I haven't played this game in years. Me neither. Well, yeah, I haven't played it in literally a few years. I started my YouTube channel that I have with this game, didn't even finish the first chapter, and yeah, never went back to it. I don't know. I wanted to play more games, and then the laptop I was playing it on, like the hard drive died, and that was a big traumatic event for me. Luckily, I was finally, just like last year, able to send that hard drive off to get recovered because I finally had money and found a super cheap place out in California that did hard drive recovery super cheap. Because it was like the dead hardware clicking death kind, not the kind like, oh, I lost some files, I need a program. I played it back when it first came out. I never finished it either. I did finish it. Like, I did finish it back in the day when I first played it. But it took me, like I was saying a little earlier, I don't know if you caught it, but it took me about 6 freaking months. Hopefully it doesn't take me that long this time, because I kind of know how to play it now. So we're going to start. Chapter 1, Into a Dark Night. The only thing I regret about this is that it does not have the CD sound. So that kind of sucks, because if you got the CD version, you would play like if they had the actual CD producer, like it would kick it down. I guess it's still good, but it is so much better fast. Blood-soaked rags collected at the boys' feet one by one, pretended to mixing soldiers purple stitched sound bandage did what little he could in the movement golden halo of firelight. Fortunately for his roadside patient, he could do more than this. Fingers slick with alum ointment, he worked fervently to tie off a catgut cord, then brushed the injury with a light touch that to the untrained eye would seem only a friendly pat. Others would recognize the telltale hand gesture as a magical ward against infection. Done, Owen sighed, wiping his hand in a rust-colored cloth. No guarantees, though. The stitches may hold all the way to the butt. And then again, push too hard and you could be bleeding like a stuck pig on Midsummer's. You did fine, Signor Locklear replied, smiling in approval before rolling down his sleeve. It'll scar, but it's good for a noble's reputation. Lets the kingdom folk know he isn't resting on his laurels, and it impresses the ladies. I'll be sure to look you up in Tyburn? We'll go with Tyburn. If I ever need stitching up again. The boy accepted the compliment with a humble nod while he packaged away the rest of his medical supplies. His thoughts focused instead on a third man who slumped in the shadows across from them. Despite the manacles that bound the stranger's hands and the distance that separated them, the boy felt dreadfully exposed, his avenues of escape limited should Locklear's elven-looking prisoner decide to liberate himself. What did he do? Owen whispered, jerking his head towards the man. Gorath? Let's just say that he had the disadvantage of being at the wrong place at the wrong time, Locklear said cautiously. He snatched a greenish apple out of his knapsack, offering one to Owen. I have to take him to Krondor. Did he kill someone? Owen asked. No, he attacked you. The seigneur wiped apple juice from his mouth, shook his head. No, not exactly. Well, who cut you up then? Before Locklear could reply, we have a fucking error. Are you serious? Oh, there it goes. Okay, cool. It sounded way too loud. Louder. How is that? Is that better on the sound? Let me know. Damn it, why does everything keep moving every time I go out of that? Okay, is that better on the sound? Okay, cool. Appreciate that. It's hard to tell. It did sound a little low when I was checking my laptop, but the game sound hadn't started. Gorath leapt forward, his chains writhing between his wrists like metallic vipers. Clink, clink. Oh, that was terrible. Get out from underfoot, Owen. Assassin in the camp. Do not struggle so, Haseth. I wish to keep you alive. But be glad I do not. The goddess of death will show you greater mercy. See, I think they screwed up. I think that name was supposed to change right there to Haseth, the other character. So he tries to stab Gorath, and then Gorath kills him. Wow, that was fast. Ah, God, this looks worse than I remember, even from a few years ago. Yeah, so if for those of you who haven't played the game before, that right in front of me is a body of the guy that just got killed. So, click on him. We're searching the body for stuff. Owen looked for supplies, feeling like a bit like a vulture. He turned the body this way and that as he searched for anything that might be of use to them on their journey. All in all, he supposed that if he were the dead man, it wouldn't matter to him any longer what happened to his belongings. What do we got? Lockpicks. Let's see. It's a pixel body. Yeah. That is true. Alright, so one of the things of this game, you right click, you get to go to see their skills, and you can see what levels they're at, and what they can't do, what they can do. Luckily, Locklear is pretty good at everything except for, well, he has the ability to do everything except cast for magic. His is 25, Owen's is 5. We are not going to give it to him, but he can do casting. He's a mage. And he can't do casting. His lockpick is 15. He sucks too. So we'll give it to this guy. One of the things that you can do that helps increase the your increase in the ability or accelerate the rate at which you gain experience is to highlight it. Now, I don't remember how exactly it plays out, but I'm pretty sure the more you highlight them, the less effect that has. So I tend to do like 2 or 3 at a time, and I kind of do them as I know I'm going to be using them. So I'm not going to be picking any locks right away. So what I want to do is scouting and stealth, because we're going to be moving around. And there we go. And you can see strength, speed. Speed is, because this is turn-based, and there's like grid format for the positioning in the battles, so that speed is how many squares you move. So he's got a little more. He's got a little more. Gorath is just a big guy, I guess, so he's slower. Alright, so exit that. We'll give these to Locklear. Give all. And we got food. You want to check the food to make sure it's not spoiled or poisoned or anything like that. And who's got what? He's got 6, he's got 11, he's got 5. Wow, that's not very equal. And that's another thing. As you travel, time goes by, food gets used up, your characters get tired. Down here we've got the money, sovereigns and royals, which is basically gold and silver, which you'll see in some of the text used interchangeably. Don't know why. They can't be consistent. His armor sucks. He has no armor yet. His armor sucks. As far as state of repair and the quality of it, let's see. Does it say more info? Armor mod 15%, no special resistances or blessed, and racial mod human. So there's definitely ones that some people can use and some people can't. And actually the armor, I seem to remember, basically anybody can use any armor. It's just how much better it is for them, I guess. Because I'm pretty sure at one point I had everybody wearing elven armor, because it's like the next level up. But yeah, so 4, 11, 5, so we'll give that to him. Now he's got 9. Let's give him like 3, so we got 9, 8, and 9. Yeah, that'll work for now. Alright, so you got your compass here. You can use the keyboard, or you can use the actual buttons here. I prefer the keyboard. Let's see, we got our magic, because there's magic you can use outside of combat and inside of combat. So right now he has literally one thing, Scent of Sereg, which what does that do? Caster can sense trapped chests. I barely ever use this, and it normally was to my detriment. Obviously he can't do anything. There's only one other magician in the whole game. You don't get him until like chapter 5. His name is Patris. Looks like Mr. Miyagi. I think you only have them for like 2 chapters out of the 7, I think, are in this game. But, yeah. You can camp. It gives you it shows you, what time of day it is. And you'll see, like, if you're injured, your health will go up. Unless you're poisoned, then it'll go down until the poison wears off. Or if you heal yourself, find an antidote. But it's the beginning of the day, so we don't need to sleep. And you have the map. We can't click on the map from here. That's sure, why not? So here's the general view. You can zoom in. You can zoom out to about that point. And if he does his little scent of Serg to check... No, that's for trapped chests, so that's only if you're checking them. But at some point you get one where you can detect chests, and it'll show up as little red dots. There's also like a spyglass that you find later that does the same thing without using any magic up. And then you have the big overall map, which shows the whole realm that we get to travel through. And one of the things, this is one of the first like kind of open world games I ever played. And you think about how that's such a, that's everywhere now. But at this time, and hell, even until like things like Grand Theft Auto started coming out and some of the other games, Shadow of Mordor, like you didn't have a lot of open world games for the longest time, and then it became a big thing, and then it seems to have gone away, and now it's kind of making a comeback, I guess. I don't know. But, yeah, you can go, like, right now in this chapter, you can kind of go to anywhere at any of these places except for up north right now. You get blocked off. But we're supposed to be escorting this guy down to Krondor, which is all the way down here. But I tend to, like, kind of travel along and do as much as I can. Collect as many things as you can, because you run across shops. You can sell the items. And I'm horrible at remembering which direction I'm going. Gorath seemed distant, though the Mordell warrior didn't appear grieved about killing the assassin that had followed them from the Northlands. His eyes had a baleful look at them. In them that seemed something between hatred and rage. Several times he glanced back at the corpse that lay behind them in the dust, his thoughts unguessable from his expression. Do you wish to bury him? We could do that. It is not our way. I simply am somewhat disturbed that he should come after me. He was a kinsman. There are other things that trouble me as well. Delacon's assistants are slow, but not altogether stupid. Another like Haseth, and you'll only have my corpse to drag before your Prince Arutha. Sorry, you don't get off that easy. As long as you are under my command, you are forbidden to die, Mordell. I've gone too far. I've gone too far, too much trouble keeping you alive to bury you now. It's time that we took the chains off you. It'll be far easier for you to defend yourself if your hands are free to swing a sword again. You're not going to set him free, are you? I thought you said he was your prisoner. He is my prisoner, Owen, but the circumstances are terribly complicated. Even if he chose to sneak off, he'd be lucky to make it to the next town alive. This is the third such assassin we've run into since we left the Northlands, and I have a feeling that more will be waiting for us. He will be much safer with me, and I with him. Yeah, I read that right. As the boy would be. If he were to whisper the wrong word in the wrong ear, he could easily be the death of us. Me? Who am I going to talk to? I'm not even heading in the same direction. It wouldn't be a matter of who you talk to, Owen. There will be ears listening for a word of a Mordell traveling with a noble. Damnation, I should have thought about that. Should have thought about this when you entered camp. For the time being, you're my squire. Once we arrive safely at the palace, you'll be free to go on your own way. But I have pressing business in Tashi Station. I mean in Tyburn. This is not a subject of debate. We must get to Krondor. Hint, hint, there's our mission. My mission is of critical importance, and I don't have time to improvise an easy solution. The only other possible option would be to slit your throat and leave you dying. Let's do it! I have absolutely no desire to do that. Oh, no, he doesn't, I do. Now let's get moving before Delacon's assassins catch our scent again. They'll likely come looking when Haseth doesn't return from his mission. Alright, so now we can get moving. And there's actually... Is there a town right over here? Yes, there is. What are my graphics settings at? Let's check that. Text speed, weight, large, turn size, medium, maximum detail. This is maximum detail. CD music. It's not CD music. Actually, this might be. But the sound effects are not CD quality, which they were if you had the version I started with. Okay. Cancel. Quit to DOS. Wow, that's telling, isn't it? Watch out for bandits. Oh, yeah. That's the one thing, though. They don't seem to be that random. Like, if you look at this little strategy guide right here, one of the things the guy did, and I'm not sure how accurate it was. I'm not going to go to that much trouble. But he actually, if I can find it, had a list of cheat codes. He had a whole list of how many enemies you would run across of each type. I wonder if I can find that real quick. Let's see. He's got descriptions of all the modifiers. Here it is, monsters. Check this out. And I don't know how accurate this is, but he's got a whole list. You're not going to be able to see that. I'll have to like do some sort of weird screen capture or something at some point, or take a picture of it. But yeah, he's got like 476 Mordell warriors, 2 Brackner, 50 Mordell spellcasters, 15 Black Slayers, 67 Nighthawks, 206 rogues, 52 Pentathians, 75 Tyans? Blah, 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 on and on and on. Strangely enough, I don't see bandits listed as a thing. I guess that'd just be the random Mordell warriors and rogues. But yeah, there's it'd be interesting to see if this was accurate. Let's see. There's a little note: monsters that regenerate in combat situations are counted only once. Oh, because you can bring them back to life, I suppose. But yeah, so that's interesting. But generally, as long as if you're in that map mode, yeah, you're not going to see them. But if you're out here, you should be able to see them. All right. Uh-oh. It's best if we move through town as quickly as possible. I left a wedding party here not too long ago, and it might raise unpleasant questions if I were seen here again. Why'd you do something wrong during the party, dude? We may need supplies. There's a shop here called the Crossroads. Take me to the Crossroads, where we might be able to pick up a few things. Otherwise, we should be cautious. Come, we must be cautious. All right, Obi-Wan. Locklear looked around nervously, knocked. Doesn't seem anyone's about. Yeah, you get a lot of that. I'm so wishing they would like remake this game in the modern graphics engine. It would be amazing. Locklear knocked. Doesn't seem anyone's about. These are the shops. Hey, bell rang. No sooner had Locklear managed to get the door open than he found the shopkeeper was escorting him inside. I forgot to check my game. Oh my god, NC State has tied the game back up. 58-58. Woo! Go team. Alright, so this one only has a buy and a sell option. Some of them have repair, and that's basically it. You can buy, sell, and repair. Let's see. Everywhere Locklear looked, polished metal gleamed. As much a temple to war as any temple of Tith, the cramped shop offered a startling variety of weapons and armor. Alright, so clearly we have not enough money for goddamn anything. Except for the whetstone to sharpen the sword. And this is where you would want to go back in here, undo this, since we're not moving, and go to haggling. Because even if you're not the one doing the haggling, everybody can gain experience sometimes. So Owen apparently has the silver tongue here. Wait, did I? Okay. Now I can hear myself talk again. I think I need to turn it down on the computer. So what you can do, if you really want to take a lot of time, you can just sit here and haggle. And it's like, enough, buy my price or off with you. And if you piss them off too much, then let's see if it happens. Let's see if we can make him. Fair enough. Hey, he actually decided to bring it down to 24. I still can't, so you got to decline it. Or you can just keep trying. And eventually, unavailable. You pissed him off. He's like, I'm done. I'm not even going to sell it to you anymore. I don't care. Ooh, and then he just starts to get mad about everything. So even if you can't afford something, you can practice your haggling. I suppose. Ooh, that was not bad. So yeah, that's a way if you like to spend a lot of time getting everything up. You can also run across books, and the first time you read them, they'll give you a big boost. After that, there's like fractional chances of it boosting. But again, if you highlight that particular skill, it'll boost even more. Yeah. Oh, look at that. We're making some progress. Let's see. See, it's already gone up 44%, but it doesn't happen that quick all the time. Like, I can't just sit here for the next half hour doing this and he'll be at 100. It takes a lot longer. Your best bet is to find the books. And actually, I need to leave so that I can come back and do this one. Ah, damn it. Come on. I ain't playing full price, bitch. I ain't doing it. There we go. Haha! Took 60 cents off that piece of shit. Alright. So we got one of those. It's got 20 uses. That's what these numbers are. That's how many uses it has, or the actual status of it as far as its repair. So he's actually pretty terrible at weapon craft or armor craft. So let's see, 52, 49, 45, 43. So actually, see, his haggling went up, and I only did his like once. So we'll give it to him. His sword's at 78. So now we'll come over here, go to weapon craft, and we'll just go whoop. And there should have been a sound effect. There should be a sound effect there. It was like whoosh. That was it, but there was still a sound effect. All right. So his is at 98. You're not going to get much better than that. There's no point in doing that. Let's see. All right. So we can't afford a hammer yet, so we got to move on. This kind of sucks. Now, one thing you can do. Let me see if I can remember how it works. And it works even in this. I didn't mean to do that. Shit. What I meant to do was do that. Oh, and you may have just noticed this. Where'd it go? This thing keeps you on the roads so that you don't stray off the path, because a lot of bad things can happen. You should seriously play Daggerfall at some point. What is Daggerfall, Trexel? I don't know that one. Sorry, I just saw that. I'm talking too much, I know. Is that a very similar game? But yeah, if you think about lots of RPGs these days, like your weapons wear down, you got to repair them or just hope for another one. Oh, I just purchased an adapter for my computer so I can plug my PS2 controller into my PC and play my PS2 games on my computer with the legitimate controller. Oh, okay. The Elder Scrolls 2 Daggerfall, a DOS game somewhat similar to Krondor. That's cool. Might have to look for that. But, yeah. There was another one that came out after this. I think it was made by Sierra, and it was supposed to be like the spiritual successor, and it was like Betrayal in Antara or something. And it used the same game engine, and I played that for all of 5 minutes, and I was like, it's not the same, I don't want to play it. Part of the Elder Scrolls series, a game that comes before Morrowind. Yeah, I need to get on that Skyrim stuff, Elder Scrolls stuff. I have not ever played any of them, but everybody's like, they're great, they're amazing, and I'm sure they are. Just so many games, you gotta pick your battles, and that hasn't been one of them yet, because apparently it'll suck your life away, and I have enough games like that. This is one of them. But yeah, you can, for those of y'all who don't know the game, you can just go in, click on every house. Sometimes there's little things like this. Definitely not a good idea. This is my aunt's house. As much as I would enjoy the opportunity to explain why I'm traveling with the Mordell, I think we should leave. Fine. Don't be social, dude. Doesn't seem anyone's about. And sometimes you'll run across these and they'll actually have something in them. Haha. This building appears to have been abandoned. They locked up after themselves. Think we should take a shot at opening it up? Yes. So now, let's go from haggling to lockpick. Let's take... Why is his defense on? I must have accidentally clicked that. Let's take that back off. Let's do this. Well, I don't know. Maybe their lockpick will go up too. I don't remember. Probably. Alright, so exit. And then what you want to do... You got to be careful too. You can try the key. Keys can break. Lockpicks can break. You take your chances. And you'll learn that certain locks, just based on their look, are more difficult than others. Let's see. The Elder Scrolls series. If you've never played TES series, you have to start with TES 1 Arena. Arena and Daggerfall are free on the Bethesda website. Good to know. I'm assuming they run kind of like this, like really old and full screen and take over everything. Because I can't drag off the screen to my other monitors to do anything. But, yeah, so let's see what happens. Oh, it broke already. God damn it. Okay, let's try the key. Haha! With a pleasant click, it turned into metal lock. Let's look at what's inside. Looks like this used to be some sort of laundry shop, but apparently it has gone out of business. Let's take a look around. Armor! Woo! Alright. Alright, let's give that one to him. Let's give that over here. Let's give shitty armor to shitty guy. Wow, that's not much better. Okay. Yep. Alright, so, now that I'm done with every building in the town, I'm not. There's one more. Ah! Arena and Daggerfall are both DOS games. Oh, I already read that. Oh, wait, so, no I didn't. So the same as Krondor and how they run. Okay, yeah, that makes sense. Alright, Gorath pointed to the house. I don't know, Owen replied to the unasked question. I know it's not a relative's house. Good enough, Gorath said. Turning on his heels, he marched to the door and knocked lightly as Owen watched the street. You gotta wonder why is that something people would do? Like, they just walked randomly to every house on the street and just knocked? Like, who does that? Other than, like, the Mormons and the what's the other one? Oh man, the Watchtower people? What are they? Cannot think of... You know what I'm talking about. Let's see. After a few moments, a disheveled-looking man answered the door. They talked for a short while. Jehovah's Witnesses. I knew it started with a J. There it is. And discovered the man had spent the better part of the night trying to break into a laundry shop that had recently gone out of business. Oh, like the one I just did? The owner closed up shop and never returned the suit of armor I was having cleaned. If you can get in, it's all yours. Well, don't worry. Already took care of that. I'm very tired. If you'll excuse me, I'd like to go to sleep now. Okay, go to sleep, old man. Alright, so, now, let me do this. Oh yeah, signpost. Hey look, we're in Yaban. Who knows? It'd be nice if there was actually more talking, actual talking. Yeah, Jehovah's Witnesses, yeah. So that you actually knew how to say all the names of the towns. That'd be nice, handy. But let me see if I can remember how this works without breaking things. I want to say from this mode, it's like Alt Shift and the tilde, or is it, or was it a specific one? Was it like Shift Alt tilde? Aha! Right Shift, left Alt, and tilde. Gorath scanned the runes embossed on the Moradel clue plate. Its text their only hope of opening the difficult word lock. And these are the cheats. Like, this chest is going to have full everything, like, a whole lot of stuff. So, as stupid as this is, as long as it's been, I always remember, I think, or I'm about to make a liar out of myself, 6, 4, 7, 8. I love this game! I spent so much time in Chapter 1, I kept coming back here. All were silent, perplexed by the magical device inside the chest. They continued their investigation more carefully. The device looked as if it might aid in getting past situations that might, because of past mistakes, be insurmountable. We should be cautious not to abuse this power, suggested Locklear as they began to explore their options. On the other hand, he continued, perhaps we are in a situation where we could use it. Yeah, at first it's like they try to like warn you that something bad might happen, but nothing bad ever happens, or they never let you not get to it. Except maybe in 1. I feel like that might have been a thing. Or maybe it was just that there was nothing there and it was worthless. So, hey, look at that. Cheat Central, enjoy with caution. Heal all characters. Get important items for chapter. In case you miss it. And then there's, of course, monies and diamonds and keys. Like, this one is a special key you need. Special arrows, more lockpicks, more of the healing, whatever that was. Little arrow for repairing crossbows when you get them. Armor, rope, shovel, because you can dig up graves. Why not? More torches. What is this? The anti-venom? I think that's anti-venom. Yeah, anti-venom for when you get poisoned. And one of the best books in the game, Thiffle's Bird Migrations. This one, the first time you read it, increases every stat you get. And I don't know if highlighting all of those when you read the book actually helps with that. I've never done a real good before and after and not highlighted and unhighlighted. But yeah, this is definitely cheating. We get more food. So I'm debating right now whether to cheat or not. I think I'm not. I don't know. I really don't need to. Although some of the fights are going to be really hard. We'll just go. Oh, and these are healing potions. I think he had some already. He did. Yeah, he's got like 10. And he's got 10. Okay. So yeah, this is always here. And these diamonds are amazing. Their value 200, 250 gold here. Now the big cheat, if you've never played the game, or even if you have and you didn't really pay attention, your best bet is to save your most valuable items until you get to chapter 3. Because then you get to a certain town on the eastern side of the map, and they're having like a trade war or something's going on, and all the prices get jacked sky high. So you save your diamonds, and then you go to that chapter, because they'll give you they do a different, they fill this thing back up every chapter. And there's different cheat codes for each one that are in the book there. And I mean, you'll just walk away with like tens of thousands of gold in the end. And of course, even without cheating, I already know that, and that's why I'm like, I don't really need to cheat, because I know once I get there, everything you sell will be higher priced. So you can just run off, kill a bunch of people, get all their stuff, bring it back, sell it endlessly. It's I don't know, farming for money and stuff. Basically, what I do in Fallout all the time, you go and you find all the scrap, and then you sell it. Anywho, hate to do this, but I got my own things to get to before my ISP catches wind of my plan to thwart their attempts to kill my Twitch career. Right? I get you, and totally respect that, Trexel. It's all good on my channel, man. You go do your stream, play your game. What are you gonna be playing? Because if people want to go watch that game instead of this, I don't care. It's all the same to me. People want to watch something they enjoy instead of old school RPGs. That's fine. It's all good. But yeah, if you want to tell people what you're playing, then go check your channel out. Doesn't bother me in the least. Witcher 3. I was about to ask, did you see me fight him in Soul Calibur? But I'm pretty sure you jumped in like right then, right? That was pretty funny. But yeah, you have fun playing your Witcher, and I'll see you next time. And maybe when I'm done with this, maybe I'll come watch you if you're still playing. But yeah, let's see. I need to head south. Or I can go across here. There's so many side missions. And some of them, he walloped you repeatedly. Yes, yes, he did. Oh, man, you should have been here yesterday. Was it yesterday? No, the day before. But, he poofs. He's gone. Dang. Yeah. Y'all need to watch all my Soul Calibur videos if you want to see me get really pissed off at a game and certain fights. But yeah, so we're going to exit here. We're going to head south-ish, I suppose, and see what kind of mischief we can get into. So I like to start in a general direction like this. Okay, so there's where we started, and we're going to head south-ish. Keep an eye on that compass. Alright, there's the gray spot where we just started. What's his name's body is right there. And somewhere, I want to say back here, maybe, is an actual chest in the game. That's the thing. This is one of those games, like, exploring pays off. Even though it's hard to keep track of it with this stunning graphical display here. What is that on the ground? That's the edge of the mountain, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Damn. Oh, there it is. There it is. Uh-oh. Shit. Oh, no, this is okay. Someone was calling. Recognizing the lilt of the young voice, Owen turned and looked back down the road. A young squire that he had met at a party in Yavin was trudging behind them, a pack full of scrolls slung over his shoulder. The squire waved congenially, and Owen echoed the motion. That sounds like a skipping... something skipping, doesn't it? Ooh, this game is close. 66-67 with the minute 40 left. Not good, not good. What do you think you're doing? We are trying to remain unnoticed. Damn, Locklear muttered under his breath. Try to behave as normally as possible. Since you know him, you handle him, Owen. And remember, Gorath's name is Thorgath, Owen finished, irritated. I'm not a child, you know. Locklear whispered, that remains to be seen. I didn't expect to see you again quite so soon. I would have thought you were all the way to Lamut by now. Squire Philip. Would have been if the Duchess hadn't insisted in introducing me to all of her daughters. Whoa, alright. Amelia was the prettiest, I believe, though I think Catherine took quite a liking to you. Catherine took a liking to everyone at that party. She's as fickle as her mother. She'll likely marry a condoin if she can find one not tied in the marital knot. True enough. Say, I thought you said you were from Tyburn. Why are you taking this route home? Kind of a long way around, isn't it? Well, yes, but I had to meet up with my uncle Locklear here, and my other friend here is an elf, Thorgath. They decided that it would be nice for me to take a tour with them down to Hawks Hollow. Down to Hawks Hollow. Good job, Owen. You fucked it up already. I hear it's lovely at this time of year. What are you up to? I'm looking to cash in a reward, actually. When I was on my way down to Yavin last month, I found a chest in this area, but I couldn't pick the lock on the thing. I figured it wasn't meant to be, and I left off. The thing is, all through the Duchess party, I couldn't help but think about it. I had chest on the brain. I don't really care what's in it, but I have to pick that lock. Nearest town, inns, here's your decision trees, you know, or your dialogue trees. You know, one of the things that you have in modern games. Nearest town. I'm afraid my sense of direction and distance are a bit off right now. We all had a bit to drink last night, and we're still trying to shake off the effects. Which way is the nearest place we could get cleaned up? It must have been quite a bender if you're that confused. Head straight south along the main road, and it'll take you into Lamut. If you're looking for good food, the Blue Wheel is a solid wager, though I'd warn you their Serrani friend can be a bit spicy. Or is it Tirani and the S is silent? I don't know. I say Serrani. I don't know. 67, 69, 43 seconds. Come on stage, you fools. Of course, this is delayed. The game's probably already over. Alright, inns. I, for one, could do with a little less sleeping on the ground. Any good inns that you can recommend? Inns, if you sleep in an inn, it costs money, but it also heals you better than sleeping regularly out in the open. Oh, you missed a free throw, you son of a bitch. There's the Blue Wheel Inn in Lamut, or you might try the Dusty Dwarf in Hawks Hollow. I suppose if you got really desperate, you could try breaking into one of the abandoned houses out in that part of the country, but I can't sleep well in a house that may fall on top of me. Of course, it may well be that people have moved out for good reasons. I've heard that several people south of L'Oreal moved out after a contagion began spreading there. Empty houses. Was anything left behind in any of the abandoned houses you saw? Nothing of real value. Bits of food in a few cupboards, an occasional gold piece kicked beneath the foundation of the house. Lost items, mainly. The majority of the places I visited had those unpickable locks. What are they called? Weber locks? Yes. They had the Weber locks installed, and so I wasn't able to get inside. You can find Weber keys, I think. And, of course, after you get your lockpick ability up to a certain level, you can pick those locks. Lost items. I'm not certain, but I think I may have mislaid a very valuable belonging of mine. Really? I shouldn't worry about it. Depending on where you lost it, the chances are good it will still be there. I guess they're trying to say, like, you can drop things off at these houses? And use them as storage, I guess? I guess that's what they're hitting at. Alright, so obviously you see it's getting dark, time is passing. There's a chest. Let's save real quick. I haven't done that yet. I don't know if this is one of those oh, I have to type a name. Save one. Whatever. Alright, I don't remember if this is like a exploding one or not. We could always do his Scent of Serig. Let's do that. Let's go. Let's see, lockpick is still on. Let's do casting as well. And let's do magic, and let's see if it is. Owen muttered the incantation, knowing that the effects would be invisible to all but himself. Owen explained as he finished the spell, until it wears off, I'll be able to sense whether a chest has been trapped. And there you have your little symbol for it being on. I guess that's supposed to be like a sniffing nose or something. I don't know. Best I can understand it. Oh my god, 36 seconds. Who has the ball? Possession is in Wake's direction. Owen stared at the chest. With great concentration, he closed his eyes and pictured the chest in his mind, studied the wooden grain and metallic bands until the image seemed to come closer and closer until he was not only seeing the chest, he was seeing inside the chest. I believe it is safe, he said at last. Shall we attempt to open it? Yeah. And shit. Come on, state. Lockpick. Okay, his lockpick's already up. He was the best one, right? 25? That's really terrible. Ah! It's gonna break. It's gonna break. I'm gonna be out of pick locks. Lockpicks. Ooh, fuck. Foul. Damn it. That's not good. Hey, he did it! The lock was simple. As the old saying goes, locks are for children and fools, Locklear said. After a few seconds, he flipped the pick locks into the air and caught them again. I am no fool. Until the next one. Sweet! We got a shell. Find random things that have no useful purpose, but you can sell them. Shells are pretty crappy, but hey, right now, anything is better than what we've got, which is nothing. Shit, they just made it. 3 points. If he makes the next one, it's basically going to be over. Come on, miss. Come on, miss. Come on, miss. This game's almost over. Don't worry, guys. I'll be done yelling at it in a second. Miss. Let's see, 23. We can give that one to him. He'll be slightly more protected. Oh, damn, he made it. That sucks. What does this one do? I don't remember. I don't think I've ever actually touched that. 8.5 seconds. We're down by 4. It's not looking good. Not looking good. Okay, what time is it? We'll go a little darker. There's also somewhere out here. Oh, there's also enemies out here somewhere. So let's go ahead and sleep until daylight. You saw the food go down? Gotta keep an eye on that, because you can end up in starvation mode, where you start to lose life. Oh, there's another one. There's another chest. This one, I believe, is going to be our first word lock chest. Rough in its construction and banded with iron, the Mordell box would be impossible to open without solving its word lock, and judging by the marks on the face of the chest, others had learned that lesson after much difficulty. Korath scanned the runes embossed on the Mordell clue plate as text, their only hope of opening the difficult word lock. So these are riddles. You gotta cycle through until you find the answer. Prince Arutha from his lofty perch will find our troops without a search. His men will fall, his castle too, and then what will Prince Arutha do? Wow, 3 letters and you already start me off with the D? I wonder what it might be. Boom. The chest thumped. Satisfy the magical arts and release. Locklear tipped open the large wooden lid, and inside was a better sword. And some better armor. Alright, who was it? 78, 23, 84. Okay, so we'll just give it to him. Swap. Fuck, that's it. Missed the 3. And game over. Fuck. Damn. That sucks. That sucked a lot. Stupid state. That's 2 in a row now. No, we just won the other day. That's 2 out of 3 that we've lost. You shook. You shook. You suck so bad. Whoa. me check this real quick. Okay, so now back to the game. Now I could have lit a torch, and we could have kept going in through the night, but you know what? I wanted to show you how it works. All right, so that was that chest. I feel like I already missed something. Like there was something on the side of the road that we could have dug up. Because there's little piles of dirt that you can dig up. Whoa! Fast travel. Alright, so now we're back to... Let me go back to this. That's where we started. Alright. So, maybe it's after the chest. No. Nope, yep, that's the chest. It's really tempting to just walk off into the woods every single time. Owen raised a finger to his lips, sensing that someone or something was nearby. He used the agreed-upon sign that caution was called for. They steeled themselves for combat, their nerves wound tight like springs. Abruptly, a figure emerged into the open before them. Squire Philip! Owen, what a surprise! Okay, he didn't go very far, did he? Neither did we. We slept through the night and he didn't move? Come on. We could always say we just woke up. This dummy just... still standing in the same spot. Ah, there it is. Pile of dirt. You click on it as long as you have a shovel. Which we don't. Ah, damn it. I should have taken everything out of there. Or do I need a shovel for this? Maybe I don't. Let me see. Something had been buried under the dirt. That's a hole not big enough to put. Might be a secret cache of food. So let's take a look. Oh, okay, no. You don't need a shovel for this. Okay. It's just the graves you need shovels for. Okay, so this is repair oil for crossbows. If I remember right, yeah. And this is good food. Okay, so we can get people balanced up here. So now 8, 8, and 8. We're all on the same page. Sweet! That's good. Pretty soon we should come to our first fight. Should be able to see him coming, too. Is this Lamont? This might be Lamont. Let's see. Yep. Alright, let's go into town. Where's our fight? Ah, let's go into the town real quick. I'll show you one of the towns. Make sure there's nothing off to the sides here. Hey, do you want to go in for supplies? Yes, we do. Do-do-do. Yep, here's one of the main town sort of things. Not kind you can walk through. And keep an eye out for that magnifying glass, because you will find things. In this case, 8 gold. Doesn't matter who you give it to. So we've got a shop, we've got an inn, and then you've got the main palace, guardhouse, whatever it is. The garrison was impressive. Sitting high on a hill overlooking Lamont, the military outpost had been constructed years earlier to head off a possible Moradel assault on the western border of the kingdom. They followed a road that snaked through town and up the rocky hill upon which the garrison sat. After speaking with the sentries at the gate, they were led under the fortress's massive iron portcullis. Captain Belford stood as they entered the room. "It's good to see you once again, Locklear," he said, extending his hand. "I share that sentiment. What news have you? How is Earl Kasumi?" Locklear asked as the men shook hands. They sat in hard wooden chairs as Belford replied. "He's well, but he's off taking care of some business with a few new guards come through the rift from Kelowin. As for the rest of us, we're looking for a group of gray warriors from Kelowin, who slipped through the rift just before it closed." Locklear looked a little puzzled. King Liam and Emperor Ishindar granted the Grey Warriors freedom and new status in the kingdom. "Yes, but the agreement doesn't allow for the nationalization of stolen goods. Seems they may have absconded with a valuable ruby from Makala's entourage," said Belford. "Makala, the Serani Great One?" Owen asked. Belford smiled. "Yes, he has been talking to the Prince Arutha about establishing a permanent rift to encourage trade between the kingdom and Kelowin. He's really throwing his weight around trying to get his ruby back. If you should happen to come across it, bring it back here. He's offering a reward. Side missions." They thanked him for his information and left. So yeah, little backstory if you've never read the books. Kelowin would be another world entirely. Rift opened up and they started coming across into this world of Midkemia and big battles started. So there you go. It eventually resolved, sort of, I guess. I haven't read all the latest books. I stopped after like his first 8 or 10 books, and he's got a lot of books. Raymond Feist has a lot of books. So I should probably start over, read through them all. The first one is Magician. And originally he wrote it was one really big book, but then at some point the publishers decided to make it 2 books. And it was Magician Apprentice and Magician Master. So that's how I read it, as 2 separate books, but back to back, so 1 book. But yeah, let's see what's in the shop. We got buy, sell, and that's all we got. Alright, so badass crossbow right there. Standard crossbow, slightly better crossbow. And again, you can see, like, he can use one, he can use one, he cannot use one. We got swords, we're up to 20, so let's see, do we need to buy a sword? No, we can sell a sword, but at this point, it's probably better just to keep it on hand in case I can't, since I've got plenty of room, I can sell the shell, though. So you just click and drag. Yeah, you can't haggle selling things, which kind of sucks, but there you go. So you got anything we can get rid of? Yeah, maybe. Let's see. We got regular arrows. We can't really afford anything except crap. Looks like balls on the yeah. We got Kalim's Dialect, which I think this one increases your archery. Yeah, crossbow accuracy. They always give you some sort of hint as to what the book is going to increase. So yeah, haggle. Damn it. So magical scrolls. This is how you increase his knowledge of spells. What is this one? This is... It didn't... Sorry, can't. Haggle! Haggle! And I forgot to highlight haggling, so this isn't doing as much good as it could, but it can still go up. Come on! Decline. Which one is this? This is Eyes of Ishab. I think that's the one that basically is like a torch. So serves the same functions as a torch. Weed Walkers increases your stealth by a nice bit. What else is in here? Yeah, just awesome crossbows. Like you can see the it's not showing you. Why doesn't it show? Huh, I thought it would show you the damage. That's weird. I think you can kind of judge from the pricing. Let's haggle. No. How about you haggle? No. Unavailable. How about you haggle? No. Haggle. Come on, give me half off, man. Give me half off or we'll kill you. We'll kill you. Give me half off. Ah, whatever. Right. So yeah, you get different. You got light bowstring, heavy bowstring. Can't go. You gotta go through it all. Like, see, light crossbow. Elven crossbow, I think, is a light crossbow. There's some bigger ones. There's some massive ones. It'll say like heavy crossbow. They do lots of damage, but their accuracy is going to be less. So there's that. Let's see. The only other thing to check is the inn. You can try your hand at barding, which is a way to earn money, but I don't think anybody's good at that right now. Let me see. Let me go. Let me talk to the barmaid. You can buy food. You can get drunk. Let's see. His barding is 40. No, his barding is 41. His is 4. His is 33. It's not even worth it. You might get a few coins out of it, but when you hit 100, you can just start making bank off that stuff, relatively speaking. And there's books and there's people you can run across that can teach you about that. So it's really not worth it, because once you do it at one shop, you can't go back. I'm pretty sure, if I remember that right, you can't go back after you've earned money doing it once. Like if you go and they're like boo and you don't earn any money, I think you get another chance, but it's really not worth it to even try until you're really good. But let's see, you can click on everybody in here. Locklear slapped the man on the back. Immediately he regretted doing so as the mercenary gasped, his face contorting into a mask of pain. I'm sorry, I didn't realize. Is your shoulder broken? Locklear asked. Don't worry yourself about it, the man spat between gritted teeth. I haven't exactly made the fact known. A faint popping sound issued from the man's back as he moved his shoulders, tears forming in the corners of his eyes. I was a courier for the dwarves. I reasoned there would be less chance a brigand would try to intercept me if he wasn't aware I was injured. Locklear nodded sympathetically. Did you break it in a fight? No, a fall, the man said. Stupid man I am. I was in the dwarven caves and I came to this pit. Part of the caves had collapsed, so there were all kinds of sinkholes everywhere. Since there wasn't a plank I could walk over and I didn't have any kind of rope, I jumped. I think if I had the chance to make the decision again, I'd have waited until I got my hands on a coil of hemp. Yeah. So kind of tipping you off as to when you get into caves, underground dungeons, and stuff like that, there's holes in the ground you got to keep an eye out for. You'll turn the corner, drop down dead. It sucks. You won't end up with just a broken arm. So yeah, going into a mine or a cave or whatever, you always want to have torch and rope. All right, let's talk to what is supposed to be a dwarf who looks very tall. The dwarf drew on his pipe. Languid smoke plumed from the old codger's mouth as he studied Lochlear, Owen, and Gorath each in turn. Although he had long ago lost the use of his left eye to a Moradel sword stroke, his right eye still burned brightly beneath his bushy eyebrows. Being as a dwarf never forgets as much as his own name, I recognize the strapping young man before me who last I saw was a boy. No slight intended, but I fear I don't recall the occasion. As, like the rest of your human kin, none among you can remember much past a week. It's not for we candy dwarves you would have forgotten that you have a kingdom at all. I fetched you out of a cellar along with a score of womenfolk at the Battle of Sathanon. Don't you remember me, Loki? Dougal, of course, glad to see you. I hadn't recognized you without the eye patch. What's a dwarf to do? I won this scratch fair and square, and I'll be a dragon's mother before I cover it up again. Shouldn't have done so in the first place. Now I just sit here to jabber with that loon of a Serrani bartender and have a few beers. Not much to do with Mac Mordain Canal all collapsed. A brack nurse been seen down there. They'll be offering a hefty reward for its slaying. I'll might you if tradition holds, too. Yeah, okay. Something of a challenge as they are fierce beasties even by dwarven standards. I've heard tales of these creatures of stone. Thank you, Dougal. Side mission. Sometimes you can search like these things. They'll have the magnifying glass and you can find stuff in them. Let's talk to this guy. Sumani clapped twice. Abruptly, the festive mood of the room died. The clank of goblets and the scrape of plates fallen silent as the bartender shuffled between benches to bow at Lochlear's feet. Touching a gnarled fist to his forehead, then to his heart, he spoke somberly. Be welcome to the Blue Inn. May you find the drinks to your liking and the company of our patrons pleasurable. If there's anything our servants or I may do, you need only ask Sumani. Honors to your house as well, Sumani. Am I correct in believing this is a drinking establishment? So it is. We serve many of your mid-Chemian drinks as well as a few from the Saranuani Empire as well. Perhaps I might interest you in a cup of Kocha? Sumani, why did you decide to come to Mid-Chemia and open an inn anyway? Surely you could get better business on Kelawan. I was not always a tavern keeper. As a soldier serving House Shinzawai under Earl Kasumi, I was trapped here when the Rift Gate was collapsed at the end of the Rift War. More of that backstory. It was our belief that we would never again see our families in Saranawani or the green skies of Kelawan again. But Sarani warriors traditionally kill themselves if they are in danger of falling captive to an enemy. This is true, Lord, but the Earl informed us that we were forbidden to dispatch ourselves until given leave to do so by a great one. I believe in Mid-Chemia you would call such a magician. Until such a time, I content myself with running the Blue Wheel Inn. Very disturbing. Rift Gates. I've heard that the permanent Rift Gate to Kelawan is located near here. I was hoping we could get a glimpse of it. There would be little to see at the moment. An internal conflict has arisen in the Empire between House Akoma and House Anasati. The Assembly of Magicians have ordered a temporary interruption of transport between the Empire and the Kingdom of the Isles. Until such time the conflict is resolved, I have been assured the measure is temporary. Combat. Oh, fuck. I shouldn't have done this yet. You said you were a soldier with the Serrani forces. Would you be interested in teaching us some of your combat techniques? It would be my honor, Lord, but I will require a small fee for my services. If my armor were to be damaged, I would be ill-prepared otherwise to pay for its repair. I don't think I have enough. 75 sovereigns to cover any potential harm. Is this fee acceptable? Not right now. You're asking a bit more than I had in mind. How much can it cost to repair armor? My armor is Serrani, and more specifically, I would require someone at the House Shinzawai to repair it. It is the way of my world. So I think I can come back, or is it too late? Do I only get to do it once? I think I can only do it once, but I can come back after I get that money to get more skills. Armor repair. I don't know how much longer my armor is going to last. Any idea where we could get it repaired? If your armor was the same as mine, I would suggest trying the garrison, but kingdom armor is made of a different way. In a different way. I would think perhaps the dwarves in the Mech Mordain Canal would be of assistance. I understand from speaking to Duval that the small ones are gifted when it comes to the manufacture of weapons and armor. Grey warriors. We were up at the garrison earlier, and they told us that a group of grey warriors stole a pair of rubies. A pair? I thought he said one. Huh. Okay, I wasn't paying attention. Are the grey warriors some kind of special armed force on Kelawan? Special, yes, but not in the way you imagine. The Grey Warriors are men without honor, men whose houses have been destroyed by an opponent house. Such men must live off the land until they die, though I have heard that Mara of the Akoma has accepted many such men into her estate. Others have learned they may be granted freedom if they can reach the kingdom. Many died trying. Where would such men go once they got here? Away from Lamut, wherever they might go. Though the members of the garrison here are bound by kingdom law, many of the soldiers still live by Serrani custom, as I do. It is not easy to fight our feelings about the Grey Ones. If indeed these Grey Warriors have stolen rubies, I suggest you seek out a man with a tainted honor. Kiefer. Ales Cook. Kiefer's Ales Cook. Ales Cook? Ales Cook. In the town of L'Oreal. He is a gem merchant there, out of his home. Okay, so L'Oreal. Gotta remember L'Oreal for this side mission. That's the only thing that really sucks about this. You have to remember what side missions are out there. Or you can check a handy book or keep notes. I used to do that. I used to keep all kinds of notes. Thefts. I get the feeling this ruby theft isn't an isolated incident. You listen between my words. This is the 6th such incident in the past year, twice. Gems have been stolen near the Assembly of Magicians from Great One Makala's entourage. That would be no simple feat to accomplish, even for a master thief. Whoever it is that is responsible, he must fear little if he doesn't fear the wrath of a great one. I would take care following this thief, friend. I sense he is very dangerous. Goodbye. Thanks for your services, Samani. You have a wonderful establishment. It's very Serrani. Your patronage honors us. Goodbye. I promise if I'm ever in the mud again, I'll be sure to drop in for a bit of something to eat. Okay. And then you can go to the inn, and you can pay 5 sovereigns a night. It's different depending on where you go. Double if you louse the bed, which if you get drunk, that's what happens, I guess, sometimes. No. We're not spending our money that way. Alright, so let's go find a fight. Should be able to do a few. Uh-oh, I missed something. 1 second, let's do. Oh, okay, that's all. Alright, so we need to be heading south. Okay, so this is the quick save. Left click, saving. Okay, cool. Aha! See that right there? That would be an enemy. When you see that, let's do this. Do. And so then, let's see, you can see these are the spells he has right now. And let's see, nothing else to check out really. Alright, so we've got scouting and stealth up so we can try to sneak. Let's take lockpick off. We can try to sneak up on them, and what we're going to do for scouting is you can actually click on them, and that lets you see them ahead of time and make a plan. They agreed to attack. Going over the plan as quickly as possible, Locklear laid out a simple strategy. We're set then, he said. Then let's just hope our advance is undetected, or our advantage will be lost. So let's just double save. I'm paranoid sometimes. Alright, so we've seen them, and now we just go! Whoosh. The Mordell warrior grins, sidestepping their surprise attack to try to gain the higher ground. He waggled a mocking forefinger at Locklear, his eyes alight with bloody eagerness. Who's that? The basketball in the commercial. He's always, not in my house. Fine, Locklear said, prepare for battle, then we do this the hard way or something. Alright, so, you see, you hit G, you get the whole grid, so you can actually see how you're doing this. And you see that the square disappears because, hey, he can't go that far in this turn. And he's pretty crappy. Strength 12. So what I'm going to do with him, you can retreat, you can heal, you can assess. Okay, before I forget, Let's take these off. I can do assessment. And actually, he's a lot better at assessment. But that actually does waste a turn, so I'm not going to make him do it. Actually, I'm not going to make any of them do it. So let's do, what am I looking for? Melee. And maybe defense. Yeah. Defense, and he can actually do casting. Maybe melee comes into play. I doubt it. Melee and defense. Alright, I'll let him do an assessment real quick just so you can see what it does. Here's auto battle. You just click it and you watch them fight. I don't know why you would do that. Why are you even playing the game? Here's defend if you want to just block an attack. So assessment, you click, you see, hey, there's his health, there's his strength, there's his melee, so he's pretty crappy too. Owen studied his opponent. Oh, I didn't mean to make him do it. Shit. Oh well. And that uses your turn. Well, that was stupid, wasn't it? Anyway, so he's kind of far away. I'm just gonna... Let's see if he can find out anything different. Let's make him do it. See, now you can see his assessment's a little better. He sees the defense. So you can accept that. Okay, so now he's moved in, so I didn't have to actually do anything, so that's good. So now, let's go ahead and go back to him. He didn't even get to assess, so whatever. Defense, melee. Alright, exit. And there's different attacks. Like right now, the only one I can do is thrust. But if you're standing like directly beside him, there's another one, and I can't remember what it is, but you get left click and right click, and the right click does more damage, but will have less accuracy, if I remember. It's like a heavy strike or something. Boonk, 20. Alright, so now magic that really helps early on, especially when you're only against one, is Despair the Eyes. Blinds the target. Then they can't do anything. Yeah, the sound effects are so garbage. They were so much better when I was playing this originally. So, yep. 68 accuracy, damage 17. Let's have him get in on the action. Boom! See, now you have the right. Okay, so swing. That's what. See the damage difference there. I can't move the mouse. But yeah, you see the damage, 32 versus 25, but then the accuracy goes down. So we just want to kill this guy, get it over with. So I'm going left swing. See, he couldn't even do it. So we're just going to do this again. Because Owen sucks at attacking right now. Oh, I just did the swing. Miss. Swing and a miss. It's right in front of you. Swing and a miss. We're not going to let him get a hit in. And of course, every time you cast, his health goes down. And that's where you can take a turn and let him heal and get some of it back. Or if you're getting your ass kicked. Come on. Boom. How many hit points does this guy have? Miss. God, you suck, Gorath. Thought you were good at this kind of thing, dude. Blinded with not science. Aha! Dead. The battle was won. Search the body. Blah, blah, blah. Alright, so we got one more. Let's see what he's got. He's got another sword. He's got 42 cents. He's got armor. Can he hold it? We're almost full here. So each one of these, like, it's basically... You can see, like, 4 slots, right? So each armor's taking up 4. His staff takes up 4. We've only got 4 left for him. Here we got plenty of space. Here we got plenty of space. Alright, so... Let's see... Does it say... Yeah, using repairable more info. See, here's where it shows all the extra... I guess you have to actually hold it in your hands to see the different stuff. So it's racially modded for a human, which I guess means it would be better in a human's hand, but he can use it. So it's not restricting you, it's just not the best thing you can use. Alright, so what was 63, 78, 78, 84. The sword is... We got 69, 63. So if you remember, his was at 98. Now we're down to 91. So we could probably repair it. And it's probably best to do that now before it gets too low, since his repairability is pretty shitty. Let's see, his is 52. We'll let him repair it. Armorcraft 49, 43. Yeah, so really Gorath is our best guy here. So we'll switch all this stuff off since we're not fighting. Go back to stealth and scouting. We'll do stealth and scouting. Exit. Go back to him. You know, this would be a good one if I can figure out how to make the music play at the same time like other people do. I need to figure out how that works. If someone knows how to make that work real quick or real easy, let me know. We can get some music playing. Get this get this a little more exciting, a little more entertaining, other than just me talking all the time. Let's see. So we got his weapon craft up. So we're just gonna let's start with this one. How many uses do we have? We have 19. So we can do a little practice here. Oh, that's right. It switches. It just automatically switched them. So we can do 95. All right, better than nothing. Now let's do his 82 to 91. Not bad. 63 goes up to 82. And of course, obviously, the higher you get these, the more valuable they are when you try to sell them. So really, we could turn around, go back to Lamont, and sell these. Which I'm kind of tempted to do. The armor, I'd like to hold on to until I can actually get a hammer. And we can actually afford a hammer if we go back to that one shop. We haven't gone that far. So, bing! Gorath's weapon craft ability has gone up. It is now 53. What was it before? 52? So it went up 1%. They don't jump. They only go up by like increments of 1 unless you read some of the books that you can get. And then they'll jump like anywhere from like that book I showed you in the magical chest, the cheat chest, gives everything an increase of like, I want to say 5 the first time. And then if you keep reading the book, there's a chance, there's like some percent chance every time you read it that it'll go up, like 1% chance every time you read it. So what you do, big strategy, long-term strategy here, is any book you come across, read it the first time as soon as you get it, making sure to highlight that particular skill before you read it so that you get the maximum amount of that first read. And then hold on to the books until you get to chapter 3. I mean, if you have to find a certain chest somewhere to like store it, I would do that. And then once you get to chapter 3, you'll be able to like sell everything, get all kinds of money. And then what I do is I just find all the books. There's a few shops, and I think one of them's in a town called Darkmoor, which is kind of south of where we are right now. And they have a bunch of books, and they also have food nearby or something. Because while you're reading, time goes by. Some of the books take longer to read, like the Thiffle's Bird Migrations thing. Like, you can read that once or twice before a whole day goes through. Other books you can read like 7 times before a day goes through. So you stock up on food, you stock up on books, and you just hold that enter button, and it'll read the books and burn through your food, and your stats will just go up and go up and go up. And it's sort of a cheat, but it's not really. It's just you got to learn how the game works. And it's cheating without cheating, really. You're using the game the way it is in the situation that you got there. Alright, so back to that. And we can exit. We took everything from him. I think it's getting dark again already, isn't it? Yeah, but we're gonna walk through this one because we just slept. It's only been half a day. Everybody works longer than half a day. So let's go back up to... I'm trying to scroll. They didn't have scrolls. Imagine that. Back in the day, you did not have scroll wheels on a mouse. Think about that. Let it blow your mind. Alright, so we're going to go back up to that other town that had the other shop. If I can find it in the dark. Ah, god damn it. Squire Philip, go away. Why are you still here? Just go, dude. Just go. We need rest. Okay, fine, you crybaby. It's only the middle of the night. You don't need that much. Whoop. See, we're down to 7 rations now. Alright, so here's the town again. Is that the shop? Nope. That's the shop. Click, ding. Alright. Let's sell some swords. Yep. I'm gonna keep one. Oh, wait, this is what I wanted to do. Okay, so you're a Silver Tongue boy, right? Doesn't sound good. Alright, 45? Yeah, he's the best. Okay. So, we will go over here, we will get a hammer. Haggle, bitch! I will not pay full price. I ain't gonna pay a lot for that muffler. Right? Okay. Hey, down to 21. Not bad. Except. Alright, so we're poor, but now we can fix some armor. And our best one is Gorath again, so we're gonna throw everything over here. If we can. And we're gonna fix that armor. Let's go Armorcraft. Bong, bong, bong. That's not the worst sound effect. At least there is one. Bing, bing, bing. But it was like it was a clear like metal on metal sound. I don't know why. Alright. 78. Let's throw the 81 over there in case we don't get better. I think this will be better when we're done though. 78, 89. Okay, back to you. I guess the way I did that, it didn't automatically switch that. 84. It's already better, so 92. Sweet! So we got decent swords, we got decent armor. As far as the repair, we will sell, take back some of our money here. That's pretty shitty, but whatever. One more, 81. I guess I could have kept one of those too. Let's go ahead and sell it. Now the question is, would I have made more money at the other shop? I don't know. Could always like run back and forth between the two, see which one is offering you more. But you know, that's if you got all the time in the world and you really want to max everything, max all the potential out there, maximize your profits. The party's abilities have increased, so multiple abilities or the same one across everybody's. Although I think if everybody increases the same one, it would say everyone's something has increased. Let's check. His Armorcraft is up. And his haggling is up. Okay, cool. That is what I wanted. So back to that. Back to that. And I am going to take a quick little break here. Let's see if my scenes still work. Oh, I can't do the thing. I can't do them quickly. 1 second. Let's hope this doesn't break. Let me save. All right. should be back now, right? Let's see. Yep, looks like I am. Cool. Alright. It's kind of weird dealing with this game because it goes full screen on you and locks you in, and man, I'm getting a headache. It's okay. I took something. Alright, so we will continue going back down south again. Let's see if we can avoid Squire Phillip. We probably can't. Yep, there he goes again. Get out of here. Leave me alone. Quit stalking me. Alright, now I want to say... Do we have what we need? Let's see. We've got a torch, but we don't have any rope, so I'm not going... I think there is actually a mine near here. Somewhere around here, there's an entrance to a mine, and you can go do that side mission there, talking about the Brackner stone creature collapsing it and all that. And you can get your reward. But we're not strong enough to fight that, and I don't have any rope, so I guess we could have bought... Was there rope at one of the shops? I don't know. Let's... Oh, shit, look at that. I forgot about this. Do we have the shovel? We do not have a shovel. I so want to open that damn chest open. So, like, you click on them. Roselle Lamushin, her face was sweet and her hands could heal. Shall we dig up this grave? No, we don't have a shovel. But you can dig up the graves, and some of them will have nothing. Some of them will have other stuff. Goldie Crow, in death her face was that of a sovereign. Some of them hint at what is actually in the grave, if there is anything. And some of them are just like tricks, like there's nothing there. But we don't have a shovel, so that kind of sucks. So that would be something to mark on the map. Is that the body, or is that another bad guy? That's the body. Okay. Like, you would mark it on your map, or, like, I've got the whole strategy guide. I would mark it on there, like, hey, graveyard here, come back later with a shovel. Kind of sucks that we don't have a shovel right now. I save way too often, don't I? I feel like there's another fight about to come up. Hey, there's another chest. Let's see. Lockpick. He's a terrible lockpick, but everybody else is more terrible. I feel like Owen would just look at it and break the lockpicks, and we only have one left. Should I try the key? Nope. Didn't work. It worked. Okay. Sweet! More torches. We'll give them to him. Give him all of this. Get them skills up, brah. Get them skills up. Ta-ting! You know what? You earned it. And now 89, 89, 92. Okay, doesn't matter. 87. There's a slight sound there, wasn't there? 87, 95. Okay, we'll just hold on to that stuff. Alright, cool. Cool. I mean, party's abilities have increased. Really? Let me guess, lockpick. Yep. Nice, nice. We'll switch him back. And nothing for you, because you didn't do anything, because you suck. Weaponcraft, 54. Well, I feel like it was already at 54. I guess it was 52, then 53. But hey, that's not bad. We're increasing our skills. Yeah, so here, if I am correct, is the entrance to that cave. We're not going in there. We don't have rope. We're not strong enough to fight the Bragnar. No point in going. Because without the rope, we'd turn like twice and be at one of the pits and not be able to get across. So, just to show you how it works, and we have 5 of them now. Boom, torch. Hey, look, it's bright. It's horrible, but that's how you can keep going at night and see things, sort of, kind of. Shit. Well, that's all fantastic. Never saw him. I guess my stealth and my scouting didn't work too well, so we are in the middle of a fight. Casting, defense, defense, melee. I can't tell you how long this used to take playing it on the original computers, the 386, the 486, with their whopping 16 megabytes of RAM, if that much. I remember they had turbo buttons. That was awesome. Sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Alright. So. Oh, that's right. If they're within 1 square, you can't cast. So we're going to move him so that next turn he can cast. Let's haul off and kill this dude. Oh, that's not good. Kill him. And of course, they'll try to get close so that he can't cast as well. So we can only cast this on 1 person. So we'll just keep him busy while they keep him busy. Boom. Miss. Damn it. Oh, that was a nasty hit. No. Shit, I wasn't paying attention. Fuck, that's not good. I'm gonna die. I'm gonna die, y'all. Boom. Boom. Oh, God. Gorath's gonna be hurt. Oh, and go back over here. Dipshit. Let's keep him busy, too. Boop. Miss. Miss. Okay. Let's see. He's at 60 and 28 out of 28 and 65. Okay, I guess that's not terrible. It's not good, though. Boom. Okay. Okay. Do your magic. Let's keep blinding this guy. And you come back and start killing on his. Oh, come on. Boom, there we go. 1 down, 1 to go. Alright. We're good. We have the upper hand now. Seriously. The early fights, dude, they are hard. Especially if you're not cheating. Boom. Getting them. Getting them. Just gotta have that strategy. Boom. Crack. Oh, miss. Let's see, what else do we have? Do we have anything else? Gift of Song. Okay, we can give some of our health to the other guys, which could be worth it. And we have Invitation, which if they're trying to run away, you pull them back. Because we did not go through this fight for nothing. Jackasses. But if you blind them, they can't move anyway. So let's go back to blinding, and blinding costs less anyway. Bang! Got him! Woo! Got him! Let me respond to this real quick here. No. I should probably check that. I don't know who it is, though. Got a voicemail from a number I don't know. It's probably just BS. What's that clicking sound? No. Is that supposed to be the birds? Or is that like the sound of the torch? I don't remember the sound. Yeah, that's not the birds. The birds actually tweet. We can hear that, right? Residents being squeamish. What do we got? You are the man. We're going to let you keep being the man. 3 rations. Good, good. Let's share with party. Should give them all equal 8, 8, 8. Yeah, good, good, good. All right, let's go to the next guy. This one. Same. That's good. How much space we got? Let's all right, let's toss this one over here and we'll use this one up. So let's do this. Let's go weapon craft. We'll just do weapon craft right now. Oh, that's the other one I already did. Okay, so 91. Let's swap with Locklear. His is 87. Now it's 94. Let's give it back. And that's all the swords, right? So yeah, let's give sword to him. Let him be the pack mule here. Pull that down, pull that down. Now he's almost full again. 92, so we'll swap that in and we'll throw this over here. Alright, so now weapon craft's up to 55. Getting better every time, dude. Nice. Armor time. Ding ding, 91. Is that one we already had? Yeah, from last time. 93. What we got on our own? 92. Swap. Doesn't swap. Armor doesn't swap. Why doesn't armor swap? I don't know. Guess you can't just hand your armor off. You gotta like take it. So we'll give that to him for a second. Let's see. Oh, Locklear didn't get hit. Right. Boom. Let's do that. And his is 89 and he didn't get hit, so we'll give him the 92. Every bit counts, right? And then he can still be our pack mule. Boom. Alright, we'll let him hold all that. Hold that. What? He's got 14 on that one. We've got 3 left on that one. Alright. Armorcraft! Woo! Nice. And it is up to 52. Alright, so back to stealth and scouting. That didn't go up at all. That kind of sucks. And I don't think this kind of casting is going to do anything. Like, he'll get different spells later that actually have an accuracy element, like fireballs and things like that. And that's what's going to increase his casting skill through a fight. What we got? We got 20 uses. We got 3. We got 14. Gotta keep track on that, because you don't want to keep fixing everything and run out of it yourself. You don't want to keep fixing all the ones you're going to sell and, you know, neglect your own and run out of the uses. Let's see if there's anything out in the woods here. There's a town. What town is this? There is no name. It's probably on the other end. Let's see. Oh, and the other thing is some of the shops won't be open at night. What time is it? Camp until healed. Yeah, let's not camp until healed. Let's just camp until it's morning. Oh, but let's do this. I can show you this. Let's exit this real quick. See, gone. Alright, this is a herbal pack, which I think you just double click.